We have another fight added to UFC 286 on the Kamaru Usman versus Leon Edwards 3 card in London, England. So we're going to be breaking down this fight, doing an early prediction for this matchup between Rafael Fiziev and Justin Gaethje. They're going to be the co-main events on this card. It's going to be a super good fight, super fun fight, in all honesty, and I'm super excited to see it. So if you haven't seen any of my early prediction or breakdown videos before, I'm just going to basically look in how they physically match up against each other. I'm going to break down how I think the fight will go months before this fight happens. So I'll also do a breakdown during the week. So I'm just going to briefly go over some of the things here, and then I'm going to talk about why I think the person who I think is going to win is going to win. This may change by fight week based on circumstances between fighters, so it could change, but let's get right into the breakdown. We have Rafael Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje. Fiziev 12-1, Justin Gaethje 23-4, 29 years old for Fiziev, 33 for Justin Gaethje. We have a 3-inch height advantage for Justin Gaethje. Of course, they're both at 155. Rafael Fiziev will have a 1.5-inch reach advantage in this one, and their leg reach is the same. For the most recent fights, Justin Gaethje fought 8 months ago against Charles Oliveira, got submitted in the first round of that fight after a pretty chaotic first round. I'm going to get more into that fight based on how I think it affects this one. We have him fighting Michael Chandler in a crazy fight also. He did win that one by decision, but it was looking... Chandler could have won that fight if he, if he had better fight IQ, I think he probably could have won that fight. He lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov, and then he won against Tony Ferguson after pretty much dominating Tony Ferguson. He won by KO at the end, basically a standing KO, but did get dropped in that fight also. So, and for Rafael Fiziev, last fight was against RDA 6 months ago in a KO left hook, pretty much just dropped him, and he put him out in the 5th round. Beat Brad Riddell by a wheel kick, which was super impressive also in a fight night main event. Beat Bobby Green by unanimous decision. That one was a pretty close matchup, and it was super fun to watch also. I'm going to get more into that one too. And he has a win over Renato Moicano, I believe, in the first round with the left hook also. So pretty good strikers here on deck. They both have some good power in their hands. We'll get more into who I think is the better stand-up, but just going off of some of these fights that these guys have had recently, Justin Gaethje in that fight against Charles Oliveira, I think will be kind of telling for this one. I think for this matchup, after Charles Oliveira got knocked down the second time, it kind of seemed like he was definitely getting more involved with like some body shots, some knees, some leg kicks, and then was mixing it up a lot on Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje ended up overthrowing and things like that. I think that's going to be very crucial in this matchup. I think Rafael Fiziev is very good on the feet. He'll throw a lot of body kicks. He'll throw a lot of leg kicks. He'll throw a lot of jabs, do a lot of mixing in with the stand-up. He's a really good Muay Thai fighter. And Justin Gaethje, I am kind of questioning his durability at this point in his career. After his fight with Charles Oliveira, he even said that he got hurt like immediately into that fight. And after fights against Michael Chandler, even Tony Ferguson, he got dropped in that one. Yeah, so just the Charles Oliveira and the Michael Chandler fights recently, you could argue that the durability of Justin Gaethje might not be there as good as it was earlier in his career. And you got to question whether his chin might still be there too. He said it felt like batteries were on his tongue or something. I don't know. It was something along the lines of that, but he got hurt immediately. Rafael Fiziev definitely has the power to not necessarily put out Justin Gaethje, but finish him for sure. So I think that's going to be super crucial in this one also. For stand-up wise, I think in this matchup, we're going to see both of them kind of scrap early on. I think Rafael Fiziev isn't scared to get it a little messy in there. I think he wants to do that to Justin Gaethje. I think he's going to throw a couple body kicks to open up. I think he would want Justin Gaethje to move a little bit forward, kind of get it to scrap a little bit more in that matchup in the first round, early first round. I think he's going to want it to be a scrap because I think Rafael Fiziev is going to be very good in that situation. I think he's really technical in that situation. I think if he's going to be able to get Justin Gaethje to engage, get Justin Gaethje to like start overthrowing some of his shots, which we saw in the Michael Chandler fight where he starts to get a little bit tired. And even in the Charles Oliveira, after he knocked him down twice, he started overthrowing some shots. I think he really wanted to finish. I think he's going to want to get Rafael Fiziev out of this fight also. And I think after a couple body shots where we'll see Justin Gaethje get a little bit tired, I think he's going to start overthrowing also. And with Rafael Fiziev's good head movement, I think that's going to be a lot of trouble for Justin Gaethje. So I think if he's able to get Justin Gaethje to scrap, which will probably be very likely, keep it in the pocket, kind of use really good head movement. Even the Bobby Green fight, a super close fight. The first round was super close. Rafael Fiziev got a really clear round in that second round and was hurting Bobby Green in that third round too. So he had some really good head movement against a guy like Bobby Green, who throws a lot of. He's a pretty unique striker where he's very fast and quick and throws a lot of straight shots. He's really good at dodging some of those shots that Bobby Green was throwing at him. So I think Rafael Fiziev, if he can make this dirty, get Justin Gaethje to overswing a little bit, be a little messy, I think he's going to be able to catch Justin Gaethje at certain points and hurt him. And I think the body shots, I think are gonna actually take a big toll on Justin Gaethje here. I don't think his time in the fight is going to last long if some of those body shots are really connecting really good, some of those body kicks that he does. And I don't think the leg kicks will be too much of an issue here. I think Rafael Fiziev throws really good leg kicks too, so I think it'll probably be even there. And I think the difference will be the body kicks here. I think it's going to tire out Justin Gaethje, cause him to overthrow a little bit more, and I can see Fiziev catching him on the chin or finishing him to body strikes also. Just Justin Gaethje being super messy. He might shoot for a takedown, but even Rafael Fiziev did really good against RDA in the takedown departments. RDA took down Colby Covington, and Rafael Fiziev was able to stuff a lot of those takedowns from RDA. I think he stuffed all of them. I might have missed like one or two where he might have taken him down, but he did really good against the takedowns, and I don't think Justin Gaethje doesn't really use his wrestling in all honesty, so I wouldn't be too worried about that either. I think this could end in the first round. I can definitely see that, like later in the first round, where you'll see Fiziev use his head movement really well, dodge some of those bigger strikes from Justin Gaethje, causing him to overthrow, and then using some of his power shots, and maybe drops him with the left hook. I'm pretty sure that's what Oliveira dropped Justin Gaethje with, was a left hook. I may be wrong though. I believe he dropped Justin Gaethje with the left hook. And I think Fiziev can do the same here and make it really tricky for Gaethje on the feet. And I don't know how Justin Gaethje's durability will hold up. Like I said earlier, the Michael Chandler fight and the Oliveira fight, he took a lot of damage in. Even though it was 8 months from his last fight, 34 years old, and he's been in a bunch of wars. Like you can see it when he talks. I do like Justin Gaethje, but you can see when he interacts and things like that. You can tell the CTE is very prevalent there. So I think the durability is a question for Justin Gaethje in this fight. I think Fiziev can take advantage of that, and I think he can finish Justin Gaethje later in that first round. If not, maybe the beginning of the second, but I think later in that first, where Justin Gaethje starts to tire out, gets really messy on the feet, I think Rafael Fiziev can take advantage of that and finish him off later in that first round by TKO. By maybe he hurts him with the body strike and then just unloads against the fence. I can see that for sure. I don't know if he'll get like will kicked KO like he did to Brad Riddell. I don't think that's going to happen. But I do see like a left hook hurting Justin Gaethje, Rafael Fiziev unloading a couple body shots and then just finishing him off against the fence, winning the fight there in the first round. So that's what I have for this matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a little brief one. We're going to be going a little bit more, a little bit more in depth, but we're going to be going into this again during fight week. So stay tuned for that. If you didn't catch my fight companion the other day, you can also. I think I'll probably do one for Sergey Spivak versus Derek Lewis, but that one's super late. I think it's at like 12 a.m. is when that card starts. So that one might be a little rough to watch, but I think I can try and do that one. I think there's like only 11 fights on that card, and hopefully they don't stuff it with ads. I don't think they have a time frame that they need to meet for the fight card. So I'll try and do one for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video will probably be Makhachev versus Volkanovski. If not, I'll probably push it and I'll do like a Emmett versus Rodriguez or something. So it's one of those two title fights on that Perth card. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a comment down below telling me who you think will win this fight and what you think of the video. And is there anything else? Oh, if you want to join the Tapology Group, make sure you click the link in my description. You can make an account and you can pick the fights that you want. I went 12-3, and if I probably would have had a hard time remembering that if you didn't use the Tapology. So it keeps track of your record. I'm keeping track for this year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys